Be back. Hold on. All right, what's up, gang? Welcome back to another episode of the Not Forcing Live Show. I'm your host, MDO. As always, I got my co-host with me, D-Way.
Yeah, we in the building, baby.
Yes, sir. All right, I know we a little behind time. We had some technical issues, as y'all can see. If y'all seen my post on my story and everything, it was gonna go on at 8, so we kind of came on a little late because of technical issues. But just to help with everything, we appreciate everybody that's joining us today with this show. So just make sure y'all hit that like and that, subscribe button just to help with the visibility of the show.
Yep, subscribe, baby. Subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We in here. What's up, D-Way?
Man, what's going on, bro? Going on, Big O? What it do, bro?
Man, same old, bro. Just a little uncomfortable here, you know what I'm saying, with the back and everything. But yeah, I'm in here, bro.
Yeah,
I am in here. All right, so let me get this thing right. How many people got in here? We got a few just now diving in just a little bit. Okay, it's cool. Like I said, we want everybody to subscribe and like the show so it can help with the visibility of the show. Once again, we appreciate everybody that's in here and everyone that's probably going to be diving in a little bit. I see a few already come in. I see what this is. I see 11 on there right now. All right, shoot. Y'all coming in a little early. I see. Okay, appreciate it. Shoot. I know some of y'all waiting probably, but that wasn't our fault. We had some tech issues, goddamn hell. We had some tech issues, bro. I was just telling D-Way, boy, it seemed like every time, bro, these damn tech issues every fucking time.
Yeah, man. We working out the kinks, y'all. We working out the kinks. If y'all see any flaws, let us know.
Let us know down in the comments or something. Yeah, because we don't be knowing until goddamn, like, literally we get on here.
Yeah.
So hopefully my mic sound good and all that good stuff. All right, man. But yeah, D-Way, let's get to it, bro. Let's get to work.
Yeah,
all right.
Let's do it.
So basically, y'all seen what the show's name after what we about to get into about this San Antonio Spurs defeating the Houston Rockets. So basically, the San Antonio Spurs secured and dominated. But like this, they secured in a dominating fashion against the Houston Rockets, making their fourth consecutive win and their 15th victory in the last 16 games. The Spurs took control in the second and the third quarter, and outscoring Houston Rockets 78-61 during that stretch to build a lead as large as 30 points. That's fucking crazy, bro. As large as 30 goddamn points. Yeah. I watched the game. You know how bad you get your ass beat when you watching the game? That you know you really just lose sight of the damn score. If that thing got to 30, and possibly it did, because the score shot up real bad in the fourth. But let me get back to it. The Houston Rockets and the Spurs season series, with this win, the Spurs won the regular series against the Houston Rockets is 3-1. So they 3-1 in the regular season with what just happened yesterday game. So what you think about that, bro? And matter of fact, before we even get to what you think about it, let me get this part on out. So basically, even watching Kevin Durant, man, he was kind of showing his age though a little bit, bro, in that game.
Yeah.
So he played okay, but wasn't good enough to get them, get them that dub like they needed to. But I'm gonna say this though, they threw a whole bunch of double teams at him, all type of shit last night. When I was watching that game, bro, I was like, yeah, they trying to make sure Kevin Durant not in this one at all.
Yeah.
They took him out of the game yesterday.
Well, Kevin Durant, you know what I mean? You got to think about it, man. He's been doing 82 seasons for quite some time, so it's okay to have an off game. You know what I mean? As long as they still in contention. If they still in contention to really play and win when it counts, and that all that matters. You know what I mean? Like I remember years ago when LeBron James was speaking on that, or they were talking about him at one point, and I believe that I can't remember how many years ago it was, but it was a few years back, and he was speaking about it's just regular season. When it really counts is when that playoff hit. So as long as they able or his age doesn't affect him. You know what I mean? Or he don't have any mishaps during the playoffs. You know what I mean? They could take it further. You know what I mean? So I really feel like, I can't really discredit the age at this point because he have games that he got and really balled out. Like right now, he just went up the scoring list just recently as well too. So I think he had about 30,000 points somewhere around there. So he's moving up the charts and scoring too.
You say Kevin Durant? You say moving up the charts and scoring?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. I'll look it up real quick. So I think, yeah, I don't know how far he is with this. What's the name though?
He moving up the charts, big dog. And I know you were talking about the technical difficulties, man. Look, man, the joke was so funny when you were just talking about how they came back and with a blowing score. That was kind of like what was just going on now with this bottle of wine I was drinking on.
What the hell you talking about, boy?
Hey, for real, man. We was sitting there with the goddamn dealing with these technical issues, man. Man, I done ran through like 3 glasses of wine, man. It was mind blowing.
What the hell? Hold on, you said 3 glasses. Damn, and that time we were dealing with this?
Hey, yeah. Shoot. You know what I mean? I ain't saying a full glass, like, do a good amount. You probably see about right here. About right there. So it ain't a full glass now. But that's enough. Depending on what you drink. So yeah.
Let's see, total. Shit, hold on. They ain't showing the goddamn total. They just showing his average where he's scoring the game. Let's see, total. Yeah, total career points. Shoot. They ain't showing the damn total career points, man.
Man, you know what I mean? Hey, hey man, the people do their research. They know what's going on because, like I said, they just was commending him a couple of days ago about it.
Oh, he did you said a couple of days ago? Okay.
Yeah.
So his let me see, his total is 28,924 points. So yeah, he might don't cross it by now. I don't know if this is the updated one, but it's definitely close to 30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He moving up the charts though. That's the thing. He moving up the charts, man.
Shoot, as he should be here. Oh. His nickname, what it is on IG is the money, easy money sniper. Stout boy. What is going on? Post down in the comments. Okay. Okay, you say you got a question? Hey, what's the question? Put it down in the comments. We'll definitely answer it, man. But yeah, Kevin Durant, yeah, definitely 30,000 though. Yeah, that's a lot, man. Now if we're talking about catching LeBron, I don't think he's gonna catch it. Yeah, it's too late in his career, bro. Kevin Durant probably got no more than about Kevin Durant can play for a couple more years. I'll give him that because the way his game is set, he don't necessarily have to attack the basket as much. He's got more of that pull up game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but how old is Kevin Durant right now? We about 30, 35, somewhere around there, 36.
About 37.
About 37?
Yeah, about 37.
So if we're around that age, I don't know now. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't LeBron James.
Nah, we ain't gonna say everybody LeBron.
So that's he got a whole different build. Even though he more a jump shooter, still, man, if you 37, he probably still maybe got 3 years left. He maybe got 3 years, and you ain't gonna never catch LeBron with that.
I'll give him at his max probably doggone about 5.
Yeah, because LeBron James still averaging
because
at least in the teens.
Yeah, he's 37.
Yeah, so LeBron James averaging in the teens right now. He at least got 1 more year. So
said that man is almost 38. Yeah, he's almost 38. Shoot, but the thing is, like I said, I at least give him with the type of game he has. I at least give him at least 5 years, 5 more years. at
I
the
don't even
max.
give him
I
that.
said I said at his max. Now I'm not saying possibly he can do 5. Hell, and
He might be
LeBron.
turning 38 this year. So I don't know now. I'll probably I give Kevin Durant maybe 3, maybe 4 at most.
Mm,
Because you know what I mean, you gotta think about it. You know, Kevin Durant invested in a lot of other things. So I
mm-hmm.
only assume at some point he gonna step away from the game. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I know his life like that, but I assume he ain't got no kids, ain't got nothing like that. So I don't think you're gonna go all the way into your 40s trying to play ball and then try to have a family. You know what I mean? And I believe that would kind of hinder the situation because he spoke on it in a podcast at one point. Um, Not verbatim, but I believe that's the reason he didn't have any kids or try to settle down in any situation because playing ball and how it is and how strenuous it is on the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I give him that because shit, that's smart, man. Jeez.
Well, shoot. The, the thing is, you trying to, you know what I'm saying, balance out that hoop life, and then you trying to balance out, you know what I'm saying, your family or your personal life outside of hoop. You know what I mean? And that's a tough
Yeah,
balance. Like
yeah,
you know, I don't been there and I dealt with that before, and it was kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. No, actually, it was hard. But counter that shit was hard.
yeah. That
So
shit
I can
hard.
kind of see that being a hard thing for him to be trying to balance and you know what I'm saying juggle a lot.
and,
You know what I'm saying in the case no matter what was going on.
and just to add on to it, like you know, what I mean, he playing in the U.S. games almost every year. You know, dude consistently on the court doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out how are you going to have any time for that? Like, there's there's no time to kind of be around your family, like especially if you're still trying to be consistent in your game too.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of pure shooters, man, you got to keep shooting too. So depending on how his day to day regimen to go to the gym and put up a couple of shots or whatever, just to keep that flow.
Yeah,
That
that's
shit
true.
tough, man. Shoot, you can see some people like you had people in other interviews where they spoke about shit when they had bad games. They were going through some situations at home, and you
Yeah.
seen it in their game, like they were bricking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They career went downhill and all that stuff. So, like I said, I salute for him being smart. Um, I don't think that's a good that's a good thought or a good question to think of. Like, is it best to have kids in your early years or your later years? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Although it's always good to have them in your early ages and stuff like that, because you know what I mean, you able to grow up with them, you able to enjoy certain things with them. But in your later years, I think you'll be more wise, more in position. Um, and I don't know about the patience part. You know what I mean? I can't really
Just
speak on.
looking.
I would love to ask a person who
I'm
has
looking at
kids
the
at an old age.
chat and the comments.
If somebody in here had kids at an old age, man,
2 at the most.
in the
Two,
comment, let me know
two
how it
years at the most.
was.
You think they only got 2 years at the most that they'll that he got to play? You think? I don't know about that.
Probably, probably. That's what I'm saying. I'm
I
thinking good
don't know.
40, he gonna retire, man.
2 years at the most. I don't know about
And
that
think
shit.
about it now. Think about it. I say this: if he get traded one more time, depending on what team he goes to, that's gonna be the thing. Because if he get traded from Houston, because Houston he got a young crowd or a young cast of teammates, I say. And with him having that young cast of teammate, that kind of makes up for whatever he can't do right
Mm,
now. Now your ass mess around and go somewhere. Let's say he end up in Philly, and you know they playing with a whole bunch of bench warmers. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
And not to give any shade to the bench, because you know what I mean, this is the NBA. You know what I mean? They still ball too, but you playing with a whole bunch of people coming off the bench, and let's say he get put in that predicament. You think this dude gonna stay in the league to play around a non-contending team? Like,
So,
I think he'll retire if that happens.
you said, do I think he would stay in the league?
Yeah. Do you think he'll stay in the league if he get traded, let's say next year or 2 years down the road? But we looking at you predicted 5 years. I say roughly 3 to 4.
I think he'll stay around because from what I heard, that's how much he loves the game. Like he's like one of them hoop head dudes that just like to go out and just play though. From what I heard,
That junk cap when your behind get old. You can be a hoop
you
head
never
all you want to.
never know, bro. Like sometimes it be like that.
Nah, bro. You can be a hoop head and still want to be a coach, man. You know what I mean? It's two different things of being a hoop head
I don't know.
and wanting to play the game and being a hoop head and just being around the game. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's already hard for Paul George playing over there in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can see how his game is diminishing as he's still playing around with teammates that or a team that's not even contending.
Yeah,
So,
and like I said, just want to hoop. Because
yeah.
that's why they did an interview with him on one of those shows. I can't remember which podcast it was. He was saying about he just like to go out and just hoop just in general. You know what I mean? That's the type of guy he is. He say so. You got to think about it when you got a dude like that can say that. Like that's just you know what I'm saying. That just let me know your type of character, what type of person you is as far as like a ball player. Because a lot of guys who actually play professionally like that, they're not just playing just a hoop no more. Now they actually just playing literally to make a living. You know what I mean? And when they done, they done. They don't care nothing about trying to, you know what I'm saying, be out there and just get some shots up or, you know what I'm saying, just feel good about just running up and down the floor no more. Hell no, they out there trying to make a living for real.
I feel you. I feel you. I don't know though. Like I said, he might be right with the 2 years, depending on where Kevin Durant end up. But I give him 3.
I don't
3,
know,
maybe 4 at best.
2 years, me a little low. I get a little bit more.
I give him 3 to 4 at best, man.
I get a little bit more than 2 years,
37, bro. Man. 37.
I hear what you're saying. I give him more than 2 years though. I said at max 5. So if he can do 5, like I can see 5 because, like I said, if he the type of hooper he say he is, then that's different. You know what I mean? So if he gonna go out there and give you that many years and play as much as he say he gonna play, I can see that. But if you just saying, go ahead, D-Way.
So where you think if he retires, where you think his farewell tour gonna end up?
Huh?
Where you think his farewell tour is going to end? Like, what team will he go to have his, you know what I mean, farewell tour?
You say his farewell tour?
Yeah, like you know what I mean. When he step away from the game, what team you think he gonna go back to?
That's a good question. As far as like a farewell tour, shoot, I'm trying to think. Goddamn, you made me think about something just then. Farewell tour.
Goddamn, OKC was booing his ass since he left. And I think they finally gave him a round of applause this year.
Shoot, but damn, you said too.
And then this gonna be the kicker. Oh, you got Seattle trying to have a team out there now. So, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I wasn't knocking. He might. I said it's OKC. I can see OKC. I can see
Seattle if they start up an organization.
Now, the Seattle, if they bring one back again, now that would be.
It ain't no if. I feel they're gonna do it.
Man, listen, bro. That's an if, bro.
I think they're gonna do it, man, because where are you gonna retire Gary Payton and Sean Kemp jersey?
That jersey, I think that jersey already in the Raptors. I think
but where?
Shoot.
That's what I'm saying. Where?
I don't know,
Seattle
bro.
is super son. They jersey on a goddamn side of a building. Like they did goddamn murals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody ain't in that stadium to see anything hung up in the Raptors. They probably got some other things out there they did within the state of Seattle and you know what I mean, congratulated them and you know gave their appreciation. But it ain't no retired jersey out there.
Well, they ain't got to be LeBron. Shoot, like I said, it just depends on the player. But you said his jersey getting retired somewhere. Like I don't know, bro. OKC definitely he getting his jersey in OKC. I can tell you that. He definitely get a jersey in OKC.
You gonna see, man. He might have a change of heart. Shoot.
Listen,
Might have a
bro.
real change of heart. I don't know, man. He might mess around and do Golden State.
Nah. I doubt he gonna do the Golden State. He won the championship there, but I think they're gonna retire his jersey just because of the fact they won the championship there with him. That's the only reason why I think
And the MVP of the
his jersey
finals.
go up in Golden State because he actually won the championship there and the finals MVP there. That's the only reason why.
But like I said, if Seattle comes and they bring, and this gonna be the kicker too. If Seattle has another team, I believe Kevin Durant is going to ask for a trade to go there within that new organization.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a team there, he's going to go because he's going to spend his last couple of years playing in Seattle. I don't know who he's going to bring with him, but I know, and I'm predicting, but I have an idea that he's potentially going to leave Houston and go to Seattle.
You think so?
Yeah. Because you got to think about it. You know what I mean? Depending on the pieces they pick up, if they do create this organization or whatever, or get themselves reunited with the league, the players they may pick up, whatever they may comes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
The possibility, man, Kevin Durant gonna at least go there and at least give them an opportunity to win. I really believe that, man. And retire his jersey there. So that's what I'm predicting.
I doubt that. And you talking about Golden? Hold on, you said Golden State, right?
No, I said Seattle. If
Seattle
wins,
but if they do it, no. But see, that's what I'm saying. You got to think about it. It's two different. Now you got two different franchises. That remember Seattle, they wasn't. Let me say they wasn't really contending as much. You know what I'm saying at the time, and I think Seattle was only around for maybe about a good how long? Probably about a good 2-3 years. Shoot, I'm trying to think. I think about 3 years, something like that, when KD came around.
right.
So that's not long. That's not long, bro. That's not long.
But what I'm saying is, they already don't have. First off, you only got player jerseys that's going to get retired there if Seattle reunites with the NBA. There's only a few jerseys, bro. Like you got Rashad Lewis, who potentially going to do that. You know what I'm
After
saying?
the group chat leak, I don't think they're gonna keep it. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I ain't think about that too. Yeah, that group chat, that link of that group chat with him playing in Houston. Remember he was saying something about how you feel about his teammates and stuff.
What?
He had that burner account. Supposedly, they saying that's the burner account he was using.
What you talking about in
Houston?
OKC?
No, why he's in Houston right now.
What happened? Put me on game.
So basically, it was some reports came out that Kevin Durant had some stuff that was leaked out. You know what I'm saying? Out there, you know what I'm saying, the public that he was he was using his burner account again and putting it on Twitter and everything else, and then text messages and stuff saying who he didn't like on the team and a certain team. And then he was talking about like past teammates too. So it wasn't just the ones that was with Houston, it was past teammates that he's played with too that was putting stuff out about him putting in that burner account. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's weird as hell though.
Yeah, but
why would you want to do a
she's
burner
saying that
account?
but one of the friends link that information out though. Yeah, that is dirty as hell. That's definitely dirty.
That's dirty, but that's still corny, man. Why? You a grown man. If you don't like somebody in the league at this point, you know what I mean? You better off just saying what you need to say and be vocal about it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, you 37 years old, first off. If you gotta go through all that to go through these different burner accounts just to spread information on what you like and dislike, and I don't know how true that is because it might be capped because you got to think about it. Like Kevin Durant don't even mind going toe for toe with somebody in his comments. So I'd be very surprised if you want to go through all this lead work with other burner accounts just to say, I don't like this person, I don't like that person, I don't like that person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that don't even. I don't know, man. If he doing that, that's kind of corny. But you know what I mean, to each his own, man. But
No, but
that's kind of
they
weird because they already speak of you being more confrontational when it comes to certain people in your comments. So that don't even make sense with the burner account situation. Like that don't even make sense. That's like contradicting to everything else he do.
Oh, but but it's been a thing though. KD always had a burner account supposedly.
Probably so.
So it ain't like this is something new. This is something that's been going on. He been doing stuff like this. So um, but yeah, Houston, yeah, I don't know. After this season, we'll see. Even
Yeah.
if they get a run to the championship, I don't even know if they're gonna keep him that long. But it all depends though. KD, like I said, I told you, watching him play last night, he looked his age last night. He looked it like he was about to be 40. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he was running slow up and down the court, all type of stuff last night. And then, like I said, when they threw them dang doubles on him, that really wore him down real bad. So he wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, playing like you would usually see him coming up, pulling up, and hitting them jumpers. Like I think he dropped 23 last night, which was, you know what I'm saying,
That's
it's
still
okay.
good.
Yeah, it's okay. But it's kind of like I would expect the KD to raise the whole level of that game because of the fact of the matter that they was playing the Spurs. And we trying to see what that matchup gonna be like once they get into that playoff. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's kind of like that. Yeah, I don't know. And plus they went 3-1 with them this season. That shit ain't good, boy. I mean, in that playoffs, boy. That hey, it gonna get terrible. It gonna get terrible, bro. Because y'all know it's gonna ramp up in the playoffs. I
But you
understand.
know what, man? I think you might see a change though in the playoffs because you got to think about it. You got 7 games potentially to play against these same people and make your adjustments. So I really assume that it's going to be a definite shakeup then because they probably already done tried a few strategic ways on playing them and it didn't work. So going into the playoff, I think they'll come up with a better plan on how the guard play will work, and then Kevin Durant might be able to get more rest at some point too. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I always say you can have a couple of bad games, especially out of 82 games.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you're still in contingency to get to the playoffs, that's all that matters. Like right now, the Atlanta Hawks, y'all can't have no bad game.
Oh
You
no,
know what I
Atlanta.
mean?
No, the Hawks right now, they definitely can't have no bad games right now at this point.
Philly,
Like I told you,
they
in the East right now, it's so tight, so bad right now, bro.
yeah.
I told you, them teams that's sitting in that little spot right there were like in that six
Yeah.
through 8 spot. Can't none
Six
of
through
them have.
nine. Because you got to play in on the
Nah, but I'm
9
saying
spot
6
too.
through 8 because that's you only get 8 in each conference for the playoffs. But what I'm saying is that 6 and 8 spot though, from 6 to 8, none of them can have any slip up games so much right now. That's how tight their conference is right now. So it's kind of like you really, like I said, at this point right now, shoot, I even look at some of the top 5 teams right now, and that's why I be feeling like a lot of them are playing so damn hard because they know, hey, if we slip up these games, we can you can go on a 5-game losing streak, and you in that top 5, say you the number 3 team in the top 5, you drop down to number 4, 5, or 6 easy right now. That's how I said. That's how tight the East is right now. But like I said, that's a real entertaining conference right now, though, boy. It's fun to watch, though.
Yeah.
Now,
It is.
now I really feel like they playing for something. Now I really feel like y'all actually playing for something now. Instead of
And
it
like
being like, damn, they
and
just out here going up and down the damn floor.
and think about it, like, you know what I mean, even though I'm from the A, the Hawks look so good, man. it don't matter where they end up at. They gonna give you some competition.
Mm-hmm.
Like they end up in the H spot, I think they still gonna give you some real blown out competition. Now, the only team I say that's gonna be tough, I mean tough, I would say them Cleveland Cavaliers. They got a nice little lineup. That's a tough little team, that boy.
You said the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yeah, they lineup is nice.
Mm,
Like to go 7 games against them, and hopefully you go 7 games.
I don't know, man.
Because you still got Mobley. You got James Harden. Then you got Mitchell. Then you still got Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to think about it. Then they got that shooter, I think his name Muriel. Man, I think his name called Muriel or something like that. Merill, I believe I'm saying it right. I got to check and see what his name is. I can't check it right now.
And you said that was Cleveland? I'm
Yeah,
trying to
for
remember.
Cleveland.
I'm trying
Yes,
to
that
remember
boy is a shooter.
who that is, bro.
He ain't played good the last game. But, man, that boy can stroke that ball from the outside, man.
I'm trying to think
Like,
who you talking about.
they got a nice lineup.
I can't think. I know Cleveland, they all right, but I still see they got a little stuff they still got to work on. Because when they get to that playoffs, they know it's going to ramp up. But I think most of their issues is staying healthy. That's why I think what's going on with Cleveland as much. That's what I believe was up with them.
And that's the only thing that'll be their Achilles heel. If somebody gets hurt, but I don't know now. Because you still got James Harden. He can get hot.
Mm-hmm.
So if Mitchell end up falling, James Harden can step it up. If James Harden fall, Mitchell can step it up. And like I said, you still got the other counterparts. Like I said, you still got Mobley out there. You still got what's the big boy name? Allen. Jared Allen.
Mm-hmm. So she said in the chat, she said Cleveland's best shot was either last year or the year before. I think the Spurs or OKC takes it this year. Yeah, now the West definitely taking it. I give it to the West.
Know, man.
Cleveland in the case of the matter, just trying to get out the East. They still got some shit to climb up in the East because right now Boston is still sitting there. Who else? You still got the damn Hornets to worry about right down there.
That's true.
And they got some good points. They finna break them little spots up in the that bottom parts of that playoff. So I think they're gonna end up getting in the 8th place.
But OKC, they had Williams last year, and he ain't been playing. So, you know what I mean? They got a good secondary, but OKC, man, I don't know where they're gonna go at this year. You know, but I think Cleveland gonna get them a run for their money. Period. Now with the other one with Spurs, and I believe Spurs playing in the West.
Pistons, yeah. I see in the chat.
Yeah, the Pistons are nice.
She said Pistons. So Pistons, yeah. That's why I said
I forgot about the boys.
Yeah, Pistons. That's what I'm about to say. It's somebody else in there, but Pistons definitely. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about the Pistons. That it may be an unpopular opinion right now. I'm gonna say this about the Pistons. They may fuck around and they're gonna struggle in that first round. I really believe they're gonna fuck around and struggle in that first round.
Boy,
listen what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You have to look at those teams at the bottom that I'm telling you about. You still got the Hornets. Man. You got the Atlanta Hawks that you're gonna probably down run into. You still got who else down there at the bottom?
Nah, them Pistons got a nice one, boy.
No, bro. Y'all got to pay attention to that. You got to pay attention to that, bro. That's gonna be a hard ass.
They still got Tobias Harris, man. They got some pieces,
hell
boy.
No. Tobias Harris ain't Tobias Harris that we used to know, bro. They ain't.
It don't matter. He still give you a hot 10 easily.
Bro, you talking about 10 points.
It don't matter.
10 points.
If you can still score 10 easily, you're good for another 10, which is 20.
Yeah, but he got to nah, bro. Tobias Harris, he's a good role player and a good
No,
vet,
he's taking a back seat.
a good vet guy right now. But
you got to think about it. Oh, he's taking a back seat.
He ain't enough. He ain't enough for what I think that team can be. Because the Pistons, like I said, don't bottom three teams that's going to be in the playoffs. Whoever which one they're going to be, that the Pistons have to play in that A spot in that first round, going to give them hell because they know this is our chance. This our chance. If you can get the damn Pistons up out of there, that shit's wide ass open. But the Pistons, they like I said, the Pistons been playing great all year too. Don't get me wrong, but playoff time get here, that's gonna be the problem. That's gonna be the problem. Whoever in that 8th seed, if the Pistons are still sitting in that damn number 1 seed spot, which I believe they are going to be sitting there. Hold on, let me check it. So I believe they're going to be still sitting there by the time we get to the playoffs. I don't know what's going on with this thing lagging. Okay, there we go. So I really believe they're going to be still sitting there. But they record is they got a.
Hey, Pistons nice, man.
Got a pretty decent.
She threw a good one out there, man. Pistons are nice.
Well, no. Boston right behind them. Yeah, Boston on their ass. Yeah.
But can Boston go a hot 7 games?
Yeah, they ain't about Boston going to hot 7 game. Pistons got to win their games too, though.
Yeah, but
and in the last 10 games, the Pistons is 5-5 right now. Boston is 8-2 in the last 10 games.
But
so
I really
let me know right there.
I feel like when Boston get to that playoff groove, I think they're gonna kind of get exposed because you still got to figure out your leadership on who you want to be the leader in the playoffs. And Jason Tatum still looking for his opportunity to be the MVP in the playoffs. And I think there's going to be some controversy that goes on with trying to figure out who's going to be the leading cast to become MVP in the playoffs or be that MVP player in the playoffs on Boston. And I think that might throw off their whole chemistry. I think that I don't think that's the only reason why I don't feel like they're gonna go any further. But if they do, kudos. I don't think so. Detroit, man.
Yeah. Like you said, Boston is on the Pistons just like the Spurs is on the Thunder. Yeah, that's what I said. That's how I feel too. That's what I'm telling you. I really feel the Pistons when they get to this playoffs, they're gonna have a hard time, bro. Because right now, looking at this 10 game right here, the last 10 games right here, they 5-5, and everybody else is on 5. Like I'm looking at Orlando, they 7-3 the last 10 games. You got Cleveland 6-4. You got New York 6-4. Who else you got down? You got Miami 8-2 the last 10 games. Yeah. Shoot, you even got Atlanta 7-3. You got Charlotte 6-4. And like I told you, down here at this bottom down here, I'm telling y'all, any team that fuck around and play in that top that one seed, if you become the number 1 team in the East right now, somebody in that 8 seed down in that bottom gonna give y'all problems. I'm just telling you. I'm looking at it.
At least the East looking good this year. I give it to them. They
it's looking good, but it's more like, you know how the teams can look good? You're still in the East. You're still in that conference over there that it's like it's always kind of open a little bit. But this year it's kind of like it's open, but these jokers are playing over there though right now. Like they, you know how you fighting for scraps for food, and you know you're at hungry, you starving. That's how this shit look right there. They like all them teams down at the bottom just starving. They trying to get all the scraps right now. They like, oh hell no, bro, this is the year, and we gotta capitalize off this because a lot of teams made some good moves.
Yeah, the trade portal was pretty good this year. People ended up in some good places. Like I said, James Harden ended up in a good situation. And I really like how that trade went too. Sending that boy Garland over there to LA. So that was a real nice one too to play alongside Kawhi. And like I said, Kuminga going to Atlanta was like that was the big trade to me. That was the best trade of the whole situation.
Yeah.
Hated for Ice Trey. You know what I mean? He ended up in a sorry ass organization. But
You talking
yeah,
about
he
Trey
went to
Young over
Washington.
there in
Yeah,
Washington?
yeah,
But shoot,
yeah.
that thing though, like I
But it
told
was
you,
the best situation for
him going to Washington, bro. I feel at the end of the day, listen, you kept crying your way out of there. You kept crying your way out of Atlanta, and then you had the nerve to sit out them games. So him going to Washington, it's like, okay, bro, you in Washington now. So what you gonna do there? What you gonna do?
Yeah, they giving him more control. They
No,
might.
they ain't got no choice. He's a star player. What other star player you got there?
To be honest with you,
He's the only attraction over there
it
right now.
don't even matter if you just you got to think about it. That star player stuff that only holds well with certain amount of people, man. And he's a star player, but I've yet to see him go play in the USA game, get nominated for one. I've yet to see him in the other platforms where you've seen Kevin Durant in those spaces where they all play together, where you've seen the elite. I've only seen him in Atlanta in one or two All-Star games or something like that. I'm not sure how many he was in, but he was in a few All-Star games. But other than that, I haven't seen you be a part of anything else outside of just playing for Atlanta Hawks team. You know what I mean? I haven't seen you do anything else. So I can't say you're a star player and you're talented, sure. But to give you the reins or something that much, I don't know. Washington might do it, and they might not. That's the thing with him. Like they might give you the reins to make decisions and build a team around you, or they might not.
Okay, she said so. It's also about the strength of the schedule over that 10 game period. The Thunder came out crazy this season, but they had the easiest schedule to begin with. Those losses. No. It does depend on the strength to a certain extent, but right now it's about trying to collect those wins as much as you can at this point, because right now it's all about positioning in that slot, in the position of the playoff slots right now, because they can't even afford to really lose any more games, regardless of who they play right now. You get what I mean? So if you lose a couple games to some teams in the East, oh, that shit counts. That shit counts.
Yeah, but OKC still got them Lakers and everybody.
Yeah,
Man.
that's what I'm saying. And then you got over here in the West.
And LeBron don't kick in until playoffs.
Yeah, but
really
LeBron sitting out right now. That's a whole other thing. And speaking of LeBron, that's the next topic I was finna get into. So now let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. The team is currently on a 2-game winning streak following a 110-97 victory over the New York Knicks on March the 8th. Luka Doncic led the way with that game with 35 points, while LeBron James was sidelined. You know, he out with that elbow injury, supposedly. So this is my question. Do you think the Los Angeles Lakers are better with LeBron or without LeBron?
With LeBron.
You think you're better with him?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
My thing is, I've been hearing a lot of stuff about the Lakers are a lot better with just Reeves and Luka, which they do play. I'm not gonna say they play better. You see the outcome be a little different than usual, right? So for me, it's kind of like cool. You know what I mean? They doing their thing, but the thing is, with that being what it is, LeBron's still LeBron, bro. He's going to still come out there. If you put LeBron out there with a couple of goddamn tomato cans, he's going to find a way to still try to help that team win. And it ain't always going to be in the best looking fashion either. You get what I'm saying?
Tomato can.
I'm just saying, bro.
Why are you crazy?
He gonna find the best way to win some kind of way, bro. Cause LeBron is he always been that type of guy, bro.
He said tomato can.
I'm just saying, bro. If you put him out there with some tomato cans, bro, Hey, he gonna find a way to win still, dog. Shit, that's all I'm saying,
man,
bro.
that joke was too funny.
Because I've been hearing too much of this damn stuff about if LeBron, if they just had AR and Luka together, they still, I think they'll be a better threat without LeBron.
Man, they doing that because
we gonna
LeBron
see.
about to lead next year, man.
Yeah, but we gonna see how that shit gonna look without him.
Man, let's make this jump make sense, man.
Because if he does actually make that move and go to another team this year, we gonna see how he gonna look without him.
And this the whole point. Let's make it make sense. You're going to look better when LeBron is not on the floor because most teams game plan for LeBron to be there.
Mm-hmm.
If your game plan switch and you've been planning all this week leading up to this game to think LeBron is going to be available and he isn't, then what? That just throws off the whole game plan. So now you have to really figure out how you're going to game plan for Austin Reeves and Luka. So that opens room for more shots depending on how the game goes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get a few games in when LeBron is not present.
Yeah.
But you got to think about how masterful LeBron runs the offense to me. Like, dude does a great job. Sometimes he is a little overbearing in how he controls the game. But when he's in the game, man, dude is always a threat. So I don't see no team that he plays for, and even in that question, just think about his history with other teams, man. He made every team he went to a contender. If you ain't doing nothing else, you're behind going to the playoffs. When you see him on the team, you at least got a chance of getting in the playoffs and contending for a championship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't much you can really say about any team being better without LeBron. LeBron made every team a great team. And that's why I don't understand why people don't sit here and not even give him his credit as the greatest of all time. Because every team he went to, they contended. It don't matter if they didn't go to the championship every year or whatnot. Dude was always in the playoffs. It's very rare you don't see him in the playoffs, which is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, LeBron, I just feel like at the end of the day, I'm gonna say it again. You may laugh anyway, D-Way. Put him out there with some damn tomato cans. He's still gonna make some shake. Some kind of way. Some kind of way. Because he did it. I'm gonna tell you by example. He did the shit with Cleveland. How many times Cleveland went to the championship with LeBron in his earlier days in Cleveland when he first started his career?
I don't think there were no damn tomato cans though.
They ain't saying no. I'm not saying no. I'm not calling them tomato cans. I'm just saying if you put them out there with some
yeah.
all the extra stuff that he's been having, right? Because he done it before.
Correct.
And he's in his 40s right now. We talking about this,
and that's why it's crazy on how high his expectations are at 40, man. I don't even think they were going at Jordan expecting that much out of Jordan at 40, man.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just telling you, like, I'm just speaking from that logic. If I'm just saying, just me just talking shit. He can take anything and put it out there and make something out of it. To me, as far as like the players.
For sure. You know what I mean? He can turn. Man, get him a bowl of soup and some ingredients. He gonna make a top notch Michelin star meal. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make the best of it. But like I said, I wonder if they did all that with Jordan. Did they give him high expectation when he was in his 40s? I don't think so.
Hell no. No, but they did they brought a lot of attention to it because he was in his 40s, obviously.
Yeah, but the way they do LeBron James, man, if he don't make it to the playoffs, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
shoot. They better even let his son get a chance to breathe, and he playing in the G League.
They on his son ass all the time, and it don't matter if he in the G League or on the bench with the Lakers. If he just damn even
if you hear
get any camera time, they on his ass just because.
You feel me? If you hear Bron, that is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn, the lights are on you. So it is. That's how big his name is. Like Jordan, he was a great player as well. But LeBron, man, this dude here is goddamn, man. Tell you, man, he's the GOAT, man. Those who don't get it, he's the GOAT.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. He is the GOAT. I agree.
GOAT.
I agree.
GOAT. No argument for me.
All right, I guess we're on the same page with that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next topic. Yeah, we're getting through this one today. yeah. You got a lot. Yeah, LeBron got a lot of haters. It don't matter what you say, they gonna hate. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna catch hell in my DMs probably tomorrow. So somebody gonna say, "Hell, you like LeBron and not Kobe." I guarantee somebody gonna see it. It just keep happening every time. So it don't matter.
But man, come on. Come on, man. Use your brain, man.
It don't matter.
This dude got the whole stat sheets, man. Like it ain't. You can't even argue that. That's just like, let's put it away. That's just like you looking at a review, customer review. You know what I mean? And let's say this restaurant has 3 stars. This one has 5. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Now, let's say you got good pockets. You got the money to go anywhere you would like. Would your ass choose a 3-star? We can even throw a 4 in there. Would you choose a 4-star? Or would you rather go to the 5? And LeBron is a 5-star. You know what I mean? You just got to look at it the way that it is. Everybody else is behind him at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So he the 5-star. You got the other one that's the 4-star. You got the other one that's a 3-star. Doesn't mean they're not great. But this dude is the greatest of all time, man. Just check the scoreboard. I'm talking about, and he did it at 18. So they discredit that part. They expected so much out of him at 18 that nobody ain't even thinking about that.
Yeah. See,
Shoot,
and that's
Michael Jordan got to play in college. LeBron.
That's what I was about to say. Jordan came in
straight
like
out
21, 22, and that's why I keep trying to tell folks like that's different, bro. You can't even compare that.
Bruh, you came out of high school
17, 18 years old.
With a high school understanding of the game. Michael Jordan had a college level understanding of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you got to really look at when you think about basketball, especially those who play ball. If you play ball, you definitely understand the difference. So if you leaving high school going straight to NBA, oh my goodness. That's why I even give Josh Smith, which is one of my favorite players, kudos. Because you came straight out of high school and ball.
Mm-hmm.
So LeBron James to do this on a consistent level since 18, this dude didn't even have an opportunity to fall off. And he could have fell off when he was in his earlier years and had an excuse. But this dude lived up to everything he said. And crazy enough, they used the word the chosen one. And this dude, man, he lived up to that thing, man. That's crazy. It's very rare you see something like that.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah, man. All right, let's get on down to this next segment, man, of the show, man. We down to the last little bit of it. All right, because we got on pretty late today. I ain't gonna lie. This is the latest we don't got on. Um, all right. So relationship topics. I guess we're gonna go dive into this real quick. What are your thoughts on social media boundaries in a relationship? Do you think they should be boundaries on social media when it comes down to your partner?
Mm, yeah,
How so?
shoot. Let's keep it a ball. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want your partner going on there posting, let's say, provocative videos and photos and stuff like that. I think there's a boundary there, but I think you still have to have sense anyway. Like, if you got a partner that has no common sense on how to maturely handle social media in a relationship, then and you look for that type of partner anyway that has that mature understanding to do that,
Mm,
I don't think you should be with that person anyway. Like, I think you got to have pure sense on how to handle yourself in regards on social media. Um, as I got older, I'm not trying to sit here and tell you too much shit of what you should do. If you can't think and make it make sense, then there ain't no need for me talking to you. If you think you got to go online and show your body off and do all this, that means you're inciting other attention um, that you ain't getting at home. So you already kind of exposing yourself on what you're looking for and probably looking for opportunity in some other area. I couldn't deal with it. But social media, like I say, I always say to each his own. Some people might like it. For me, it has to be boundaries. Um, I mean, especially in communication, it has to be boundaries with that. You know what I mean? Personal business, I don't think you should go on there and speak about stuff like that, depending on the relationship. Um, there's certain things you definitely have to have boundaries for, man. You gotta keep your life private. And keep yourself private as much as you can. You know what I mean? There's already enough negative energy out here and enough single people out here who have naked, man. So I'm just being real with you. Like, it's enough of it already. Just, you know what I mean? If you're in a
so,
relationship or a
nigga, man.
marriage and then you see, let's put it this way, bro. Let's say you goddamn go on here and you have naked, but then you sit here and say you God fearing or something, and this and that, and you're a saint on Sunday. You get back online and do all this record. Like, you know what I mean? You just gotta make this jump make sense. Like, you just gotta make it make sense, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like, you gotta make this stuff make sense, dog.
Hey, boy,
But
you
what you
stupid,
think
man.
on that? Ho?
My thought on it basically is yeah, yes and no. Social media, it all depends, and it also depends on the level of relationship you have with a person too. Because say you already been doing your thing on social media way before you meet a person, you kind of had all this other stuff going with the social media stuff already before entering this particular relationship with somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, social media could be somebody's 24/7, you know what I'm saying, job. They probably doing stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, to make a living the way they do with it. You know what I mean? And those are some of the things you have to respect, especially going into that. So all these things have to be brought up, you know what I'm saying, initially, you know what I'm saying, before you get in a relationship with somebody. I'm pretty sure you get to know a person enough to know these things, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like,
I don't know.
no. I'm just saying, bro. It's just kind of like basically stuff like that. You kind of got to put that out there at the beginning. You know what I mean? Don't just throw it out there when y'all a year in and 2-3 years in and all this other shit. Because what's gonna happen is that person's gonna look at you like, hold on, this was here before you. Just like anything else somebody may say. my friend was here before you. It's stuff like that. I feel like those are the things you have to check that at the door. You know what I'm saying, before you enter into a serious relationship with somebody. Because like I said, that could be somebody's career. It could be, you know what I'm saying, it could be a lot of things for them. Now, if it's not one of those things to me, now besides the career part, if it's more like a thing that you're using just for personal use and you're just trying to gain attention, just to be trying to gain attention, then completely different. You might need to have a conversation with a person, kind of just, you know what I'm saying, dial it down if you can. But, most times that shit will go left too. Because
But
like I
think
said,
about it. What if you got a let put it this way, man. You get in a relationship or let's say even marriage. You know what I mean? I understand
somebody in the
that
chat.
things are that junk communication, bro. But let's say for a female, instance, bro. What if she online and she posted up a photo like Lil Kim back in the day with the legs spread it open? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, think about it, man. Like, I understand, like, there is communication and how things align with relationship and stuff like that. I'm not knocking. But come on, man. Come on, man. Like, I don't care. Like I said, it can be your career, it can be money, it can be all that stuff, man. But think about this as well, man. You're gonna have kids at some point. You know what I mean? That even goes, like I say, you got some people that have a career in porn. You feel what I'm saying? Even outside of social media, you got the porn stars and stuff like that, but you still got your children that got to go to school. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, that's just like playing ball. Anything we can use any other topic or career move, whatever. At some point, you had to put your career to the side or put certain things to the side and really think about your child. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
outside of all this money, and that's why they say the money is the root of all evil, which I consistently gonna put out there. Um, but to understand, if you value money that much, it can be the root of all evil. And let me correct. But understand the fact that if you saying your career means that much that you gotta, you know, act a certain way, dress a certain way, do all these things, and you have a child out here who's just as pure as ever, have to go to school and be faced with all this other scrutiny because my parent out here on sees a or she or he is a big porn star, or they out here goddamn doing some out here wilding, man. Like you got to be considerate at some point. That's why consideration is key, man.
Oh man,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? You
funny.
got to be considerate, man. Like I said, just think about it, man. Shout out on this thing like Lil Kim with her legs spread. Then she go home and say, "What's up, baby?" Like, what the heck? Did y'all just post it up online? What the heck I just seen? Sheesh. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It just make sense. Like, I respect the fact that it is a career, yes. You know what I mean? Before and after, whatever. When I first met you, it was like this, whatever. But that's the whole part about maturity. Shoot, if you ain't looking to grow and mature, okay. Shoot, we all seen when things get stagnant, goddamn. You still got to keep putting water on that plant. You got to keep, you know what I mean, nourishing that plant and it need food to grow. So you got to keep doing that. So if you don't see it that way, shit, I don't know. I don't know because that don't make sense. I don't care. I don't care if you want to say it's a career. That don't make sense. Certain things you just got to put certain shit to the side too. Sometimes, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That's a tough one though. Like I said, if that was a career and you met her in that though, all I'm gonna say is it got to be a conversation to have before stepping in something serious. Because like I said, a lot of times that don't come up. You know what I mean? And some people just be going with the floor shit, just to be going with the floor shit, and not thinking like, okay, I need to ask the tough questions or even point out the tough, you know what I'm saying, the tough
Correct.
stuff.
Correct.
So a lot of times that's the reason why I'm just saying, like, if it's a career and everything, like you said, like porn, stripper, whatever, you knew you went into this knowing this person was this when you got into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's no way you can just get around that really in that case. That's why I'm just like, nah, it's difficult. But like I said, if it's more, but if it's more of a personal thing, and you just got to feel you got to have social media just because you one of the type of people that just addicted to social media, then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And that might be an issue that you may want to have to kind of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kind of make a judgment for yourself and be like, hey, fuck this. I can't deal with this no more. You feel what I'm saying? Because all the social media crap. That's I would think people with some type of common sense would know this. They ready to step away when it get that bad. But as far as but like I said, as far as the career side though, that's a different conversation, bro.
That's a lot, man.
That is a lot.
That's a lot, dog.
Shit, that's a goddamn lot right there.
I ain't trying to knock, like I said, I don't try to knock people for what they do. But come on, man. If you're a porn star and you out here, goddamn, man, come on, man. We all done seen the photos before, man. You got your old lady.
Hey, you got some folks out here that like it like that, bro.
I know, man, but they just wilding, man. Come on, man. You just over here like, yeah, baby, come home, give me a kiss. How was your day at work?
Oh boy.
How was your day? It was a great day at work today. Oh, so what you do? I just scream my lungs out. Along with this, you know.
Oh,
give me some water with lemon.
Hell no, boy. Hey, boy.
I'm just saying,
hey, boy, I'm about
like,
to end in that conversation, boy.
I'm just saying, man. You gotta think about that jump, man. Like,
no, boy.
Real talk. That's just funny, man. That's why I say you gotta
boy.
be boundaries, dog. I don't know people thinking that further down the line, but I'd be like, bro, what?
Oh boy, I'm about to end this shit here, boy.
For real, man. That's just funny, man.
Hell no.
That's funny, man. For real.
All right, man. Well, that's it for the night, bro. This
you know, I got to end stuff off with a bang, y'all. I got to end stuff off with a bang, man. Jesus Christ.
Hey, but end of the day, like we told y'all, man, hey, like and subscribe to the show, man. Like I said, help with the visibility of the show, man. We appreciate everybody for coming in, watching this show. Next show we may do a pop-up show in between the week. It all depends. I know Friday, definitely we doing the show Friday. Like I said, in between the times of 5 p.m. Eastern time or 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we also doing one Sunday at the same time, around the same time. But anyway, we out of here, man. We'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.
Yeah, like and subscribe, good people. Thank y'all again, man, for tuning in.